all of you all that are gonna go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. What's up, fam? Candace Parker here. I'm gonna do a tier ranking of WNBA players. I'm gonna try. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level.
Candace Parker just shook the WNBA world, and Angel Reese's fan base is fuming. In a bold move, the legendary forward ranked Reese as *C-tier* player, igniting a wave of backlash. But instead of backing off, Parker came armed with receipts. She pointed to a harsh reality. While Reese racks up double-doubles, her team continues to rack up losses. The stats everyone's been hyping, they don't tell the full story. Parker argued that those numbers are empty calories, impressive on paper, but meaningless when it comes to actually winning games. This wasn't just criticism, it was a full-on expose. According to Parker, Angel Reese's rise might be one of the most overhyped narratives in recent.
How many times have I said Angel Reese is not an impact player? I mean, she definitely has an impact on losing, but Angel Reese has absolutely no effect on winning. If you don't believe me, go ask Teresa Weatherspoon or ask her current head coach Tyler Marsh, who will soon be joining Teresa in the food stamp line, hoping to get enough Ethiopian breadcrumbs to make it through the winter. Or ask Candace Parker.
Picture this. One of the most respected voices in women's basketball drops a ranking that sets the internet on fire. Candace Parker, 7-time All-Star and 2-time MVP, places Angel Reese in the *C-tier* of her player rankings. Not A-tier, not even B-tier. C-tier, right alongside an injured Cameron Brink, as if Reese were just another developing prospect instead of the superstar fans believe she is. The message? Hype doesn't equal dominance, and Parker isn't afraid to say it.
I think in terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that this is my tier.
Parker didn't hold back when explaining why Reese landed in the C-tier. To rank higher, she said, a player needs to be able to carry a team, serve as a true number 1 or 2 option. While Parker gave credit to Reese's hustle and offensive rebounding, she made it clear Reese is a role player, not a franchise centerpiece. Meanwhile, elite names like A.J. Wilson, Nafisa Collier, and Brianna Stewart filled the S-tier, with Caitlin Clark earning a strong spot in A-tier. Reese, by contrast, was grouped with players still working to prove they belong at the top.
Wilson, reigning MVP, couple Defensive Player of the Years, 2 championships. If there was something higher than S, I would definitely put her up there. But Nafisa Collier, she's up there with top tier with Asia. Just her ability to play on both sides of the ball, pump fake, she's gonna make you choose wrong. I know you guys are gonna say I'm biased because I'm putting all 4s at the S, but the 4s run the league. Don't ever forget that. Brianna Stewart, the versatility, reigning champion from last year. She's got 3 of them things. I don't think there's any debate with that.
The meltdown was immediate and intense. Angel Reese's supporters swarmed social media, slamming Candace Parker as a hater and questioning her motives. They couldn't believe their double-double queen had been ranked below players they viewed as far less accomplished. The outrage hit a boiling point, with fans demanding answers for what they saw as outright disrespect. But Parker didn't flinch. Calm and composed, she addressed the backlash on the *Goodfollow* podcast. There's no hate on Angel Reese. I love her, she said. I will never attack anybody's character. I will never attack who they are, ever. Parker made it clear her critique was strictly about basketball, specifically on-court ability and leadership. Her ranking wasn't personal. It was a professional evaluation rooted in experience and respect for the game.
This is where it gets tricky. Caitlin Clark is at an A level. I think in time she's gonna raise up to that S, but in order to put her at that level, she gotta have a couple more years. So I'll put Kelsey Plum at the A level. 2-time champ, now took on the challenge to be number 1 option in LA. I would say KP is definitely in that tier. I would love to put Sabrina Ionescu in that A range. She got that elusive championship. She's one of the best shooters in the WNBA, if not the best shooter in the WNBA.
Here's what makes Candace Parker's criticism hard to ignore. Her resume speaks volumes. This isn't some random commentator tossing out hot takes. Parker earned her voice in the game through years of elite play, championships, and one of the highest basketball IQs in the sport. When she talks, people listen. Her ranking system made her values crystal clear. Caitlin Clark's placement in the A-tier showed that Parker prioritizes more than just stats. She values players who elevate their teams and make a tangible impact on winning.
Uh-oh, Candace Parker. You've upset the Reese's Pieces, and they're not happy about it. They're going to be coming after you any second. Oh, they're already coming after you. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Candace Parker asked to put certain players in a tier list. You have the S tier, you have the A tier, you have the B tier, and you have the C tier. And where Candace Parker put Angel Reese on this list and her explanation about it, it has upset a large number of the Reese's Pieces delegation.
Basketball analysts quickly rallied behind Parker's honest assessment, pointing out what many casual fans had overlooked. There's a big difference between piling up stats and making a real impact on team success. Suddenly, one question echoed across the WNBA world. What is a legend like Candace Parker seeing in Angel Reese's game that her fans aren't? Parker's ranking wasn't personal, and it wasn't random. It was rooted in the fundamentals, the kind that separate reliable role players from true franchise cornerstones. And in a city like Chicago, where expectations are sky high, that distinction matters more than ever.
Chicago Sky, y'all stink, bro. Y'all, look, there's trash and then there's trash. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, the Chicago Sky got destroyed by the stud butts. Everybody watches the stud butts. Shout out to Courtney Williams and Tisha Heiderman, man. Listen, stud butts stood on business today. Nafisa Collier stood on business today. They destroyed the Chicago Sky.
The game against the Minnesota Lynx changed everything. Angel Reese committed 9 turnovers, asterisk in a single night. Asterisk, and just like that, the cracks insiders have been quietly pointing out all season were on full display for everyone to see. This wasn't just an off night. It was a moment that stripped away the illusion, exposing the deeper flaws in Reese's game that her double-double numbers had been hiding all along.
From last night's game, Angel Reese was back to doing Angel Reese things, blowing layups, getting her own rebounds. They turned her into a point forward. She had 9 turnovers last night. I think her plus minus was minus 19. But all we keep hearing about, she now has 2 double-double streaks of more than 10 games or 10 games plus. She had one last year. Now she has one this year. She's the first WNBA player to ever do this.
Let's be real about what went down in that disaster of a game. The Sky were holding their own early, staying within reach of the Lynx. But then Angel Reese's decision-making unraveled. She began forcing passes that had no chance, trying to make highlight plays instead of taking the simple, smart option. As the pressure from Minnesota's defense ramped up, her composure broke down, and the turnovers started stacking up. What looked like poor execution was really a deeper issue. Reese's basketball IQ collapsing under even modest defensive pressure.
Angel Reese, part 53, let's get it!
We love pray-ups.
Bang!
I heard she wanted to dye her hair, and the stylist said, what color you want? And she said, butter pecan! Bang! She gets blocked by defenders who don't even bother jumping. Me bound. One more time. Bang! She almost had a triple-double. One more turnover, and she would have had it. Bang! 9 turnovers is crazy, so is a no-look poop pass. Oh, no! Bang!
You know what made it even worse? The asterisk-type asterisk of turnovers Reese was giving up. These weren't the result of suffocating defense or elite pressure. No, these were unforced, sloppy mistakes that we're talking about, passes flying over teammates' heads, traveling violations caused by bad footwork, and ball handling errors that would frustrate even a high school coach. The Lynx didn't have to dig in or scheme to force these turnovers. Reese was practically gift-wrapping the ball and handing it to them.
She got the brakes beaten off of her. She had 9 turnovers and was just an awful. If you watch the game, she was awful.
This is where things took a turn. Opposing coaches began dissecting game film like a blueprint, quickly identifying a critical weakness: Angel Reese's struggles under defensive pressure. Teams started crafting specific schemes to funnel the ball into her hands in high-stress situations, fully expecting her to fold, and more often than not, she did. What unfolded wasn't an isolated incident. The 9-turnover meltdown was simply the most glaring example of a broader, season-long issue. Despite her consistent dominance on the boards, Reese became a liability on offense. Time and again, she gave away possessions with sloppy ball handling and poor decision-making. The result?
Anyone know how that party rock song goes? Every day I'm shuffling. Do, 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 do. Burn! I know it's construction season and all, but who called in the bulldozer? Burn! And it was this play right here when 2K realized, yup, that's our cover athlete. 2K? More like 75K. Pay her more. Burn! Watching her play got me fiending football. Said, oh no, it's picked off again. Burn! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle down. You're going too fast. You're going too fast. On! Hey, I got an order here. It says a hip check.
The most frustrating part? Chicago's coaching staff refused to confront the problem. Instead of tackling Angel Reese's turnover issues head-on, they downplayed them, pointing to her consistent double-doubles as evidence of growth. But while they leaned on surface-level stats, the losses kept mounting, and opposing teams...
Angel Reese is the double-double queen. They got the brakes beat off of them last night by the Minnesota Lynx. Angel Reese's double-double, I think 11 points, 11 rebounds, was meaningless and insignificant.
The numbers are damning for Angel Reese's reputation. When the Chicago Sky keep her under 30 minutes per game, their win percentage rises significantly compared to games where she logs heavier minutes. It's a trend that flat-out contradicts the media narrative about her being the engine of the team. Let's be honest about what the data actually says. The Sky are simply better when Reese plays less. The offense flows more freely, ball movement improves, and other players find their rhythm. The team looks organized, like a cohesive unit, rather than a disjointed group revolving around one player's rebounding fixation. It's not about effort. It's about impact. And right now, the numbers paint a very different picture than the headlines do.
Through nearly 2 seasons in the WNBA, the only thing Angel Reese has proven is she can't win games. Angel Reese is not an impact player. She's not someone you can rely on to carry a team to a championship. The Chicago Bravado, they cannot rely on Angel Reese to secure off-season access to the Golden Toilet. Hell, she can't even get them to the playoffs. Angel Reese does not help your team win, and this is no longer just my opinion. Candace Parker feels the same way.
This trend flies in the face of everything you've been told about Angel Reese's importance to the Chicago Sky. The media continues to promote the idea that her double-doubles make her indispensable, but the team's win-loss record tells a very different story. Contrary to the narrative, the Sky don't thrive when Reese plays more minutes. They thrive when she plays less. In games where her minutes were limited or she spent extended time on the bench.
Quit pretending like this is some sort of history we're seeing from Angel Reese with these double-doubles. It's not. It's a nice little stat that's pretty irrelevant. Doesn't lead to victories. They lost by 20-some-odd points last night to the Minnesota Lynx. The Lynx pretty much controlled that entire game. Angel Reese was no factor. We need to quit celebrating. Oh, she got a double-double. Well, yeah, they kept her in the fourth quarter when they were down by 20, and she, got a bucket or two and got to double-digit points.
The uncomfortable truth becomes clear when you compare how the Sky performed with Angel Reese on the floor versus without her. It forces a tough question about Chicago's coaching staff. Are they making decisions to win games? Or are they more focused on protecting Reese's brand and inflating her individual stats? All signs point to the latter, and it's costing them. The numbers don't lie. Over the past year, Chicago has just one win against.
Angel Reese had 9 turnovers. Listen, y'all got to stop with this point forward foolishness, man. Let's take a look, man. Hold on, man. Y'all be wildin'. Y'all be wildin', son. Bruh, come on, man. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop, yo. Y'all got to stop.
As one analyst bluntly put it, if Angel Reese is your best player, your team stinks. Harsh? Yes. but the numbers back it up. Reese's double-doubles may look impressive on paper, but they consistently fail to move the needle where it matters. On the scoreboard, stats that don't translate to wins aren't signs of greatness. They're empty calories, built to impress casual fans while masking deeper issues. Perhaps the greatest illusion in recent WNBA history is the narrative that Angel Reese's individual achievements equal value, even as a team repeatedly loses games they should be winning. The league now stands at a crossroads.
Angel Reese has been playing the role of Draymond Green. She is the role player disguised as a superstar. I know she has given herself all of these doofus aliases. To her credit, Angel Reese has marketed herself as a big deal. Double-double Barbie, me-bound Barbie, Bayou Barbie, Bricklayer Barbie.
It doesn't matter what your name is!
But marketing and promotion can only take you so far. Her PR team has done a brilliant job at polishing the turd. But there always comes a point when the polish melts off the turd and you will be expected to perform.
This entire saga has revealed something far bigger than just one player's flaws. It's exposed how easily empty stats can mislead those who don't truly understand the game. A double-double might sound impressive, but it loses all meaning when it comes alongside repeated losses in winnable games. The league tried to build a narrative around Angel Reese as a rising superstar, but that storyline falls apart when you actually watch what happens on the court night after night. The reality simply doesn't match.
Right. Y'all have to accept the fact this girl is not Alyssa Thomas. Can y'all just stop playing games now? Can y'all just stop playing games now? This girl is not Alyssa Thomas. Y'all, fool on. Y'all been turnover police. She had another 9 turnovers today. 9 turnovers to 3 assists. A minus 19. 9 turnovers to 3 assists. And y'all keep trying to act like this girl's a point forward. Y'all got to stop playing games, man. Stop playing games.
Candace Parker's honest assessment broke the silence, and once she spoke up, the floodgates opened. Analysts and fans alike finally started saying what they've been thinking all along. Angel Reese's stats don't translate to winning basketball. What's most revealing about this shift is a growing awareness of the difference between players who elevate their teams and those who simply pile up empty numbers. Indiana chose to build around Caitlin Clark, a player who lifts everyone around her. Chicago, meanwhile, centered their strategy on Reese, who racks up rebounds but frequently turns the ball over in key moments. The results couldn't be clearer that today's fans are smarter. They are no longer...
Every once in a while, there will be a role player who presents themselves as a superstar.
The future looks absolutely bright for the Indiana Fever. While Chicago remains stuck navigating the Angel Reese dilemma, Caitlin Clark's rookie season has already reshaped the entire landscape of the WNBA. Viewership, attendance, and national interest skyrocketed, and the numbers speak for themselves. The WNBA All-Star Game pulled in nearly 2 million viewers, and Clark didn't even play. She was voted captain, and that alone brought the eyes. That's star power. But it's not just hype. The buzz around Indiana's young core, Clark, Hull, Boston, and Mitchell, is completely justified. This is a group with the chemistry, talent, and poised to make deep playoff runs as early as 2025. Meanwhile, in Chicago, the question lingers, can you actually win with Angel Reese as your focal point? More and more fans and insiders aren't so sure. People now know what real, game-changing talent looks like. And if you're with Candace Parker on this one, drop a baby giraffe in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a breakdown. Click the video on your screen now. We'll see you in the next one.